You're listening to What's Your Heart Problem podcast, the show that brings you healthy advice and perspectives on your heart relationships with your host, Dr. Holder. She has 20 plus years in the field of helping others as a dedicated therapist. She is a coach, speaker, a loving mother, and wife. Dr. Holder is here to help you get to the heart of the matter. Now, without any further ado, please welcome your host, Dr. Holder.
Hey guys, how are you doing today out there? This is Dr. Holder, and I am the host of What's Your Heart Problem podcast. As the announcer stated, it is a podcast where I help you get to the heart of the matter. Today is our very first episode, and I'm super excited that we are here listening. Alrighty, the first thing and the topic that I want to get into is your relationship with yourself. I'm very I'm very big on before getting into relationships with others or relationships with things. I always wonder, or I'm always big on, what relationship do you have with yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you feel like you are good to yourself? Are you kind to yourself? Are you compassionate? How are you with yourself before getting into these relationships? And so I just wanted to focus today's session on that first thing, which is you. What is your relationship like with you? What's going on internally that you show externally, right? And so I'm here to just talk about that. The areas that I wanted to talk to you about involve your mental, your emotional, your social, your financial, your spiritual, as well as your physical. And I wanted to get into these aspects because these are major aspects in your life. If one or two of these things are out of sorts in your life, you pretty much don't have a balanced relationship with yourself. Now, there are many other factors that are important, but I notice these are the main ones that are majors. And so when I say mental, what does your mental health look like to you? What is that? Your mental health, like what are you how are your coping skills, like how do you cope with things when things go wrong, right? How do you handle matters when things go left? Are your coping skills healthy? Are you coping in a unhealthy manner or a healthy manner? Are you focused on self-care, on activities that are positive to help you overcome whatever that situation is? That's mental health to a degree. What's your mental capacity? What is that coping strategy that you hit on that helps you overcome that matter? Mental health. We have the emotional health. Emotionally, how are your emotions? How do you manage your emotions when you're angry, when you're hurt, when you're sad? How do you manage those emotions? Do you have appropriate measures to handle your emotions, or is it just I'm screaming and yelling at everyone, I'm shutting down and not talking for days? Like, what is that? Or do you have a healthy, I can't, you communicate, I can't speak right now, so I'm gonna sit over there, I'm gonna read a book or something? Or are you a self-soother? what are some of the what are some of the activities, behaviors that you choose that help you uh, to manage your emotional health, your emotions? And then we get to your social health. How are you socially? Do you have a good support system? Do you have a good support network? Are you focused on just you know self, others. What does your social network look like? Do you have a good source of family, a good source of friends, so when something goes wrong you have someone to talk to about it? What is that social life look like? What's your social health look like? Do you have a decent amount of friends? Do you have someone that you can trust, that's loyal to you? Do you have that? That's your social health. Your financial health. What does your financial health look like? Is money leaving you? Or is money coming your way every day and you can't get enough of it? If money is leaving you, why is it? Are you spending? Are you saving? Are you handling things in a way where, it's appropriate? What does your financial health look like? And then we get to the physical. Physical is not just, what's your physical health look like? Physical is not just your exercising. Physical also is, what is your diet and nutrition looking like? What is that for you? Are you eating correctly? Are you taking your nutrition right? Are you drinking enough water? Are you having enough electrolytes in your body? Are you These are just some of the questions for your physical health. Are you exercising as well? And it doesn't even have to be hitting the gym every day. Are you exercising at least 3 times a day for half an hour? Like, I think that's the common baseline for a lot of doctors when they say, do you have a good look regarding your exercise? I mean, your physical health. These 6 factors really do help you identify. Oh, don't let me forget the spiritual. Don't let me forget the spiritual. Excuse me. And so, the spiritual aspect of your life, that could be your core value system. If you have a faith that you believe in, it can be that, where you base your lifestyle, your decisions, and all of that on that faith. It can also be, what is it that's super important to you? What's your daily mantra? Are you living by that on a regular basis? If you're against those, or if you see that you are not living up to, or doing, or handling your core beliefs, and you're not necessarily like, not doing your core beliefs, or you're not abiding by your core beliefs, that's what I'm trying to say, then you got to check in. You got to check in with yourself. You have to check in to see whether or not, you're able to be consistent. If, are you being consistent? Because if those beliefs are important, those core values, those beliefs are important to you, it's very, very key that, you're living by them. And if not, you have to check in with yourself. So what I find is, these 6 aspects: the emotional, the physical, the mental, the financial, the social. What else did I say? I said the mental, social, emotional, financial, spiritual, physical. Those are super important because it helps you to get an idea as to, am I living um, my best life? Am I living my healthiest life? Are these factors balanced in my life? And if they are not, why not? And then you want to look at, those factors, and you want to see, how you can make them better. So for mental health, you can always see a therapist. I've been in the industry as a therapist for 20 plus years, and I enjoy what I do. You want to find a therapist that, you know, loves human beings, enjoys what they do, and they're not trying to get you out the door or keep you on the couch just for financial reasons. Um, you want a therapist that really believes in you and really cares about you and really cares about your growth and really cares about what it is that you're trying to do. There's a partner to help you strive in getting just better and in living just a higher way of thinking, living, doing, acting from what you have been doing before if it's not been working for you. So this work is important to me, and when you do find or you seek a therapist, just ensure that they know what they're doing in regards to your specific issue or problem. My counseling services, it's Higher Life Pathways Counseling Services, and my website is higherlifepathways.com, and that's where you can make an appointment if you want to see me or other practitioners in my practice. So that is one thing. Seek a therapist if need be. I'm just putting myself out there because I'm on this podcast. Might as well say, hey, you can gain help if needed. If you are struggling with your physical self, you can look up online, Google, best exercises for your body type, best nutrition and diet, best way of eating, what's your goal, because really in physical health you want to understand what's your goal. Are you trying to tighten? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to just keep maintain your weight? Are you just trying to, it depends your physical health, what's that goal? And you go for that goal and you maintain the goal when you get there. In regards to your emotional health, um, you know, also a therapist can help you with that. But you have friends and family, are you acting and behaving in a way where it's inappropriate or it is not right? If you have really good friends that are there for you, they'll let you know. If you have family that's there for you, they'll let you know. Just being open to the feedback to adjust that behavior, that emotional behavior, whether it's you're very angry and you're not handling it very well, or hurt and you're doing things that's hurting others. Whatever that is, there is help, there is assistance, there is support, there are resources. In regards to your finances, I would say that they're financial coaches. I know that at your bank, again, if you're trying to get your finances right, again, Google can answer a lot of your questions in regards to just trying to get things better for you in just giving you suggestions. And obviously, if you need more, you find an expert in that specific factor that I described today, and you go forward with it. So for finances, it would be probably a financial coach or financial consultant. I know at typical banks, you get, some banks you can get financial resources for free because you bank there. So check that out if that's the case. There is your social life. Like, do you want to gain more friends? The friends that you have, are you trying to help those relationships, navigate those relationships for better, for more, for improvement? And family relationships, are you trying to get better with your family? Are you trying to develop a really good social net, a good support group, a good social support group? If you're trying to do that, again, that's it depends on your purpose. Like, if your purpose is, you know, ensuring that you are going to be okay with family, friends, um, as they become your support, or as they are your support, you know, like I said, really navigate and really try to improve those relationships so that it's good, for you. Um, and then we have, I think I said it was spiritual. I think it was spiritual, whereby so yeah, I believe I said it was a spiritual factor. In regards to your spirituality, what you believe in, are you firm in your belief system? Are you specific in it? Are you going forward in that area? um, your values, are you staying consistent with your values? Are you staying consistent with what it is that you're trying to do? Are you staying consistent? If you're not, that's what I'm saying. If you're not, you really have to check in with yourself to see what's going on to make you feel um, more balanced in your life, more aware of you. So check into these 6 factors that I mentioned today, and let it be a guide. Let it be a guide to help you to kind of regulate you, manage you, so that you feel either more in control, more of your life is managed, and you just feel like you can do this and not feel completely overwhelmed. So check out those six factors in your spare time. Like, and when I say check out the 6 factors, check out what those 6 factors mean for you. Are you doing well in those areas? And if not, the awesome part is you have the opportunity to change, adjust, remove, do whatever you feel you would like to do. Um, if some of the areas that I mentioned are toxic parts of your life, guess what? You have the power to remove, take out, adjust, do what you need to do to manage yourself in a way that you feel good about you. Hard relationships um, isn't just about other people, it's about you. And that's why I wanted this podcast to focus on relationship itself and, help you to figure that out for yourself. Quick story. Um, the physical aspect. So I've always been very athletic. I can, when I was younger, I was very athletic. I handled myself pretty well in that category, and I was pretty, and I still am. I was believed to be healthy, and no problem. Um, I would notice, or not that I noticed, but I would have exams when I would be in school, and I would have tests coming up where I I had a bad habit of not eating. And what I mean by that is I would forget to eat. I literally would be so focused on like getting that A, or getting that good grade, or making sure that paper is done, that I wouldn't eat. I would like work through the day and be like, "Oh no, I have to eat." That kind of thing. So instead of eating my breakfast and lunch, I would work straight through and eat dinner. And I would do that for years, like from my late teens to my early 20s. I would do that. And I remember, I'll never forget, I remember I was at work, and I had to get like a couple of like counseling notes done. And I'm like, I had to get this done before, I left for lunch, or, went home. I didn't want to like have it come into the next day. I wanted to get it done that same day. So I was just on it. I was just going at it. I was like, all right, boom. And I was feeling good because I was hitting all my goals. And so all of a sudden, for the first time ever, I got um I got slight pain, like in the inner part of my it was like my upper eye, my around my head area. And I got this like sharp pain, like just went boom. And I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? Because I don't get I don't get pain like that. I don't. And so I had this inkling though that it was because I was hungry, but I never had it before, so I wasn't sure. Regardless, I'm like, let me just get something to eat. Let me just make sure, let me just make sure, because I just had a feeling. And so I never forgot, and I'm thinking about it up to this day, and I never forgot it when I got a chicken sandwich with a juice or drink or something. And the moment I finished eating, like literally finished eating the chicken sandwich, it disappeared. And I learned that day that, huh, my body is talking to me. My body talks to me. And I need to listen. Because if I want to have a good, healthy life in regards to my body and what I put into it. I need to put something into it because it needs food to function. And I also learned that when you're younger, you can get away with a lot more stuff in your eating and nutrition than you would when you're older. And even though I was still young, my body was already pre-warning me that, hey, this does not, this is not it. Okay, you need to reverse and begin eating regularly so that we can work okay. Yeah, we can work okay. And so I learned on that day, listen to my body. And I've been, again, I have my moments. I'm not perfect, but I learned on that day that your body speaks to you. Are you listening? And I'll ask you guys that when things happen, your body feels sore in an area, or I don't know, you get that surprise headache, or get something different that's not the norm. Do you ignore it or do you check it out? And for those that ignore it, you better check it out. I don't care how young you are, check it out because I always say I'm big on prevention. If you can prevent it, prevent it. Like, please, we have the resources, the medical resources here. We have all these different, I'll say, blessings in this country that help you to prevent bigger issues from happening to yourself. So I would just, recommend to, report, not report, I'm sorry, um, go to a preventative measure if you see, feel something different about you. Just check it out, please. Okay. A lot of times, I don't have the stats, but I know a lot of deaths happen because people are not they're not preventing, they're not doing preventative measures. And I just shake my head because there's a lot of deaths that can be prevented if people are take preventative measures for their health. So yeah, so I mean, your relationship with yourself is not just mental and emotional. It's all of these factors. I threw in financial because I know that people are stressed out about money. If money ain't right, if money isn't right, stuff ain't right. And so you get stressed, it impacts your mental health, it impacts what you're doing, it just impacts a lot of things. If your mental health isn't right, it impacts probably your finances, it probably impacts your social stuff. These six factors that I am talking about, if one is off, it impacts the other in some way. If you check it out and look at it, you can see for yourself. So today, I just really wanted to just put it out there. Your relationship with yourself is super, super important. Okay. These are the factors that I addressed in regards to yourself. Check them out. Check them out. And what I'll say also is you have the power to do so much. Start with yourself first because you have more power than you think. I am a big believer in self empowerment because it's super important to believe in yourself and to know that you can do it all if you want. Whatever that purpose or goal is in your life, you can do it. The sky is the limit, right? So this is Dr. Holder. I just really wanted to start off with the relationship with yourself and just really um, kind of share with you, some of me and just really just reminding you to take care of you. You're the only you have, so please take care of you. Know that for you, know that for yourself. So this is me, Dr. Holder. Oh, also, I wanted to add that I'll be taking any questions, concerns, circumstances, situations, inquiries about your personal problems, and I can definitely answer your issues with solutions on the air on this podcast. So if you are wanting my opinion on life stuff in your life, relationships, things that you're not sure about, and all of that, send your questions my way, and I would definitely try to answer as much as on the podcast so that we have a continual flow of helping other people through your questions. You can email me at drholder@higherlifepathways.com. That's Dr. Holder at higherlifepathways.com. And I have my social links on my website, which is attached to would be attached to this audio. And I think that, like I said, I am here to support. I'm here to encourage. I'm here to motivate, and I'm super excited. Like, got my first episode out, so excited about what that will bring, and just want to wish you a good day, wish you well, and just know, like I said, you have more power than you think.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of What's Your Heart Problem podcast. If you're enjoying the show or found value in what you've heard today, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, thanks for listening, and we hope you'll join us again next time in the next episode of What's Your Heart Problem podcast. See you then.